Fuck going on, Terry?
Who's the sponsor today? You might be asking, right? Yeah, we got pizza, Pumarola, actually. So thank you for sponsoring today's show. You guys are wonderful. We could do a little Dave Portnoy right now.
Can I do this?
No, that's a good start.
Actually, I got 3 pizzas instead of the eggplant, but eggplant just sounded weird to me, man.
Everybody knows the rules?
Exactly, man. Give it a taste, man.
One bite?
It looks really doughy, bro.
It looks very doughy. It's got a little flopsky to it.
This is a pizzeria Napolitan. Okay, it looks like Flop City over here,
Very
bro.
floppy, very floppy.
It looks Flop City, bro.
Dave, you would be...
Dave gave this a good score, and he does not like that. But it's not his style. Let's look at what we got here, bro. We got a fucking tomato pie
We got a pepperoni.
to make your fucking grandmother cry right here, baby.
A lot of reviews.
Look at this, baby.
Pizza, dumpsters.
I'm gonna be honest. Thank you so much.
There's 2 sponsors today. One is Pumarola, and the other one is going to be Amaro Montenegro, of all people. Coming all the way from Italy. We have apparently a giant fan base in Italy. Who knew?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. I don't know anything Italian other than...
What did you think to yourself?
that they're sponsoring us?
The Italian people like us.
Yeah. I wasn't too happy about it before, because, they're all a little...
I mean, I won't lie, I was kind of like, get the fuck out of here.
That's what you thought?
That's what I thought in my head. Did I express that verbally right now? I was just trying to not...
it came out.
Give it a little... Oh, I didn't know you... Is that what you do? Apparently they put a little bit of Molly at the bottom of the... You know what Panda Express told me last night? He said, I don't want you to take offense, but I've been referring to you as Dumpster.
Oh.
And I was taken aback a little bit.
Wait, you don't know that we call you Dumpster?
No, I know, but I appreciate that he kind of brought up and said, hey man, do you mind that we call you Dumpster?
It's really not even a choice thing though. I mean, we talked about it before. You embody the lifestyle of somebody who, so that's fine. You are the Dumpster. And
I am a dumpster.
That was born from when my mom watched the show and she called you a dumpster. That's where that was born from. We're not just out here insulting you for no reason. No, this was thought through.
No, and that's why I appreciate it. Last night, Panda Express, a.k.a. the Wizard of Oz.
Yep. A.k.a. the man behind the scenes, a.k.a. the operator. A.k.a. the operator.
A.k.a. the man that's put this all together. He was like, hey man, I just want you to know, do you mind that I call you that? And I said, no, but I call you Panda Express. You got a problem with that?
Right.
He said, no. We shook hands.
More problematic.
We shook hands. That's more problematic. I am ultimately a dumpster, whether it's said or it's... Because once again, when you're in a dumpster, all you can do is get out.
You can try.
Yeah. You can try. All you can do is try to get out.
I've been trying for years.
Can I also give a shout out to one of my mentors when I started this? I'm sorry to cut you off, which I will be doing a lot.
A lot, yeah.
I'm used to it. I'm also want to put it out there that I'm struggling today. I had some hardships go on in my life.
Just today.
And, they have to do with being sick and being hungover at the same time. I don't need your sympathy, but...
Wait, sick as in...
Yeah.
I think they have one in Barcelona, Ibiza. The Falls, I don't know what that is.
So every place that does a lot of Molly, I got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can travel with us all over the world.
Dude, shit, this goes really good with Molly and fucking Tito's, bro.
Not one normal place.
I'm surprised that I'm not from the Falls, bro, because my life just keeps...
Where is the Falls?
I don't know, man. It sounds...
The Falls.
Yeah.
Speaking of horror movies, if anybody out there has ever seen the movie Velocipastor, we would love for you to leave a little comment below.
Please.
What the fuck? Just let us know what you thought, because...
Yeah.
I'm still very confused. We will dive into it this week or next week, where we'll give it the 20-minute, experiment. And we'll give it 20 minutes. We'll try to watch it. But if you've seen the Velocipastor, please leave your comment below and let us know. Between the Italian fan base and the Velocipastor fan base that we now have. Yeah. Things are going well.
We're really trying to appeal to the Italian fan base right now.
This is why we're eating fucking pizza here.
Yeah. We sprinkled Molly on the pizza.
Oh, you did?
So,
all right.
The pizza's normal. You see how it's radiating.
Putting it in the right spot. Somebody told me the other day that did you have sex with 5 men in college?
Hey, listen.
You've had a couple of guys in college.
We all know I went to community college of Allegheny County. Go Wolverines. Oh, that's my
I thought it was...
Anyways, it's...
I thought it was the Bobcats.
I think it's the Bobcats. I think it's a Persian cats. But either way,
No,
I went there, man. I wasn't living on campus, so it would have to be like literally in a dumpster. I mean, and I know that I lived the dumpster life, but
They told me it was specifically 5 guys.
come from behind and
You should already know.
I want to really just like give it from behind, and it only takes 5 minutes, but it's a good 5 minutes, and it's worth it. The burger's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 5 minutes, but when you get the burger and you get there and you're like the special sauce, you're like, okay, the special sauce that I had with the orgasm, like I was like, I never knew I could hit that high of a pitch while eating the Five Guys. I woke up though the next day and I was like, man, does my ass hurt.
It was today that I discovered that it's Italian.
Actually, yeah, I didn't even know either. I didn't even want to assume.
I assumed that it was from Montenegro. Where the fuck is Montenegro also? Can we talk about that? Why are we talking about it?
I think it's like next to Aruba. I think it's in that Beach Boys song. Oh, am I not allowed to?
No, we'll cut it all. Italy is right there. Montenegro's right there. Well, speaking of countries and places, where are we going today? You might be asking. I know you're always asking. We're going to check out what the dumpsters in India look like.
Where were we at last week?
We were in Uganda.
And I think it get any worse, but
things got hairy.
Things went prehistoric last week.
It went prehistoric. Non-alcoholic. That's perfect right there.
I put that right in the garbage can, dude. You got that right. Also, I want to just thank.
You gotta
say, hey,
face
I can already tell that you're a living, decrepit piece of garbage.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, you want to hear it. And like, you're like, yeah, I am. I'm giving you an honest answer. And then she's like, no, but you should really be buried while still living. And the worms will consume you. And you will hear my voice. I'm going to put a speaker in the earth. And I'm going to tell you all of this while you just desecrate.
Wow. Is that your approach usually? Because it seems like it's working.
Nah, just
working out really
I'm
well.
cool with the girls online. I don't say anything. I'm always like, hey, you don't want to hang out? I'm like, oh, it's a breeze, baby. Don't worry. That's what I say.
I don't know.
I always say, it's a breeze, baby.
We started. You know the phrase, something about being a dead ringer? Dead ringer or something.
You're a dead ringer for, if you grew a little more facial hair down here, you'd be a dead ringer for Ted Kaczynski, Unabomber.
So
that's an honest, but like a super honest of you.
A little too honest.
A little too honest.
Okay. Yeah.
Like in the woods, like plotting.
I did help him out, but that's fine.
Fuck going on, Terry?
No, so that phrase though, right? Because we're always trying to do something educational for these dumpster viewers.
Yeah.
The phrase, the dead ringer thing, right? I don't know if you know this or not, but back in like the early 1700s when people were dying from like the black cow disease or mad cow disease, whatever the fuck it's called, they were burying people alive. Because back then, if you got the disease, your heart rate would slow down to the point where people thought you were dead. But you weren't dead. You were alive. So what they do, they bury these people, they tie a string around their finger, and they put it all the way up to a bell. And then they have somebody sitting at the gravesite waiting to hear the bell go off. The bell doesn't go off, everybody's dead, right? Like they're supposed to be. But holy shit, that was a thing.
Insane, man.
So, and then the whole phrase came out of that. I couldn't fucking believe it.
And my Jimmy runs so deep, put that ass to sleep.
That was Lil Wayne.
No, it wasn't.
Who was it? Was
it
Mary Poppins?
Yeah, it was
Mary Poppins, right?
No, it was Mary popping in an ass. You know.
Now, these 5 people were like, "Hey, this is animal abuse. I'm going to report you." Blah blah.
I didn't even care about that. I was just kind of like,
do it. See if I care. I just said it right now. Mumbai. We're going to Mumbai. So we're looking at a couple of things when we're looking for a dumpster. We're looking at the space, the structure, the protection, and the mobility.
I'm going to be concentrating on the mobility right now. I mean,
so you might be blown away.
I'm going to be trying to get out. Like that's.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
You're gonna try to
I don't even know Mumbai, but I'm just thinking.
Be objective, right? Let's not look at all the things that are happening here. Let's just look at the dumpster itself. So right away, we see that it's very, very mobile.
I did say I wanted mobility.
You did say that.
I mean, I'm regretting everything I just said. The mobility is excellent.
It's excellent.
His name is Cash Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Cash Jordan. Shout out to that guy. I love his videos. I got hooked on him. I'm tired of him now, but this is like one of those apartments in New York where you go and it used to be a closet of like a $1 million penthouse.
All right.
But it's like a closet.
Right.
It's like, oh my God, I'm staying at this place, but you're living like in a small. This is like a closet. This is a 1-bedroom. You're not getting laid, so you better be studying. You ain't getting no ass up in here. I'm gonna put myself in like the shoes, or I don't think people would be wearing shoes here, so
this might be the dormitory. No, because usually the gentlemen here are wearing flip-flops.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They were
so
standing in like knee deep shit.
I want to
They
say
do have
like
gloves on though.
I want to put myself in their shoes, but
There's no shoes,
yeah.
so it's kind of you can't even do it.
Yeah, I put myself in their
flops.
flops
Yeah.
because.
What are you feeling about the protection here? I see absolutely no coverage. This looks like just.
I mean, you're getting robbed within the first 10 minutes, but as long as you know that and you just give all of whatever you own that's worth it right off the bat, then nobody has anything to steal from you. So I think it's once again, this is like you gotta be positive.
So you're looking to give up right away.
Yeah, I'm gonna give up right away in here.
Okay, all right.
And I'm just gonna say, hey, take all my jewelry, take all of my my diamond rings because I own a lot of them.
You have a lot of assets,
dude. I have a lot of assets.
So 1 through 10 here. What are we feeling?
People probably got like stabbed and dumped in there and then taken back out. So, like I said, there's going to be a lot of ghosts in there. So you are going to have roommates that you don't want. It's not going to cost you anything, but you're going to be hearing people like, please help me. I was wrongly killed. You know, they're going to say that in an Indian accent because I'm not going to do an Indian accent because I don't want you people out there and you horrible lowlifes to tell me that
they're the worst people ever.
But they're gonna be like, oh, in an Indian accent, oh, please save me. Or that kind of sounded Indian.
Oh, please save me. Oh, I can't even do it.
I didn't. I'm sorry. It's coming out of me.
That's okay.
But
let it flow.
I'm gonna give it a 2.9.
Oof, that is low.
And I'm saying it's a livable situation, but I still just can't give it a good score.
From real low for me as well. This will be like a 3.9. I'm at 3.8.
And I can't go back on it. I gave it a 2.9.
I genuinely feel like there's worse out there. There's got to be worse.
You could have an amazing gay ass orgy in there for people that are into that.
But
sort
those
of
boys
thing.
are always having a good time.
They're having a good time. Maybe it's good for like a meet and greet, like on Grindr. They meet each other in the box, and it's like there's nowhere to go but like in each other.
If you're ever looking for a spot to meet up for Grindr, Mumbai, really.
It's not, but
this is the worst rating so far.
I gave it a worst rating, but it looks nice. I just think it's deceiving, man. Also, I think there may be a body in there, and they are dumping it into the. I'm being pessimistic today. I had a rough night last night. I told you, I'm going through some life issues. Fuck going on, Terry?
Do you know how nice I am? Let me tell you. I bought 2 of these, right? Not Pomeroy, somewhere else. And I'm driving down the street and I see somebody homeless, right? And I'm like, I'll give him a pizza. So I gave him a whole pizza, right? I'm handing it to the dude, and he's like, I don't want it. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll go fuck myself. Take the pizza. I do not understand these fucking people.
Bro.
Do you give things to homeless people?
I don't anymore, you know, because I learned my lesson so many times, man. When I was in Pittsburgh before I moved here, I used to take the train system into town to work at a restaurant in the downtown area. And I would go into work every day. I would see this guy. He would ask me, like, talk to me. And I'm like, hey, I'm from where you grew up. Blah, blah, blah. At one point, he started asking me for money. And I don't know, man. I got a soft spot for him, man. I think I gave him like $50, whatever. Then he came into my restaurant like a week later, dude. And he's like, hey, man, I'm really struggling, man. And I'm like, yeah, I told you where I work, but you can't come into my restaurant, man.
That's wild, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay. He asked for a little more money, and I'm like, dude, this is the worst time, man. You need to leave the restaurant. I think I gave him, I don't know the money amount. I'm making this up. I don't think it was a lot, but it was still something. I think I gave him like another $40. So he left. I see him one more time, and he asked me for money. I think I said no. And he's like, hey, man, you did a lot for me. Here's my number. Gave me his number, and he was like, I'm going to get you back. I promise you, man. He goes, I'm going through life. Moral to the story first is that he had a drug problem, which was going on in Pittsburgh, you know, Oxycontin and all that shit.
Sure.
The Northeast pill problem. That was happening 20 years ago.
You guys had a bad
up there 20 years ago, bro. Still have it bad.
Yeah.
This guy had that problem. I felt so... Gave him money. I was talking to him, but don't come in my restaurant. I would always see him at the stop because I would get out of the stop on the trolley. My building was like right there, dude. It was like the next... I got out. I went to work. I saw him. He gave me his number. I never saw him again. At one point, I was like, fuck, man. I haven't seen this guy in a while. I called. His mom answered.
Wow.
And I was like, hey, is bad with names. His name could have been fucking Mortimer, dude. I called and the lady is like, oh, I'm his mom. And I go, yeah, man, I gave this guy some money. I don't even know why. She goes, yeah, he has a problem. And she started breaking down in front of me, dude. And was like, man, he's got a problem. He does this. He lies to people and takes money from them. And I go, I don't want the money. I said, I hope your son is. But I didn't mean to get named, but it's crazy. I didn't even know who this guy was. I didn't even know how we got a conversation. I just gave this guy money. I didn't even know him.
Yeah.
Mother answered. That motherfucker gave his mother's number.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the guy's fucked up, but that's
I thought you were going to say he was dead or some shit. I was like,
no, I mean, but she just said, like, he hasn't lived here in a while. Like, he's just living on the streets. He gives my number out, and I deal with this all the time. Like, what the fuck, bro?
well, that's even more fucked up.
That's more fucked up,
It's like, hey, talk to my mom.
Back then, it wasn't like, here's a cell phone number. It was, here's the house number.
Right, yeah, to my parents.
You know, back in the 1890s, bro, you gave a house number.
Sure.
And I'm so close with my mom, it was like, nah, man. You can't do your mom like that, bro.
Yeah.
Do it to your dad, maybe, bro. I don't know. Like, I'm cool with my dad, but like the dad's the dad thing, but the mom, nah, man. Pussy, man. You gotta give him the full bicep. You just tell him, you go, yeah, I'll give you a drink. You're like that, man.
Is that what you do?
No, I heard from people. Also, I want to just thank. Yeah. I mean, women, yes, not guys, but yeah, women. I kiss both, and I'm like,
Those are usually the women with like the short haircuts and the.
Yeah.
They eat more than you and I have ever eaten.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Right.
They're hungry. You know what I mean?
Hungry women.
They're hungry hippos,
hungry
baby.
Women.
Fuck going on, Terry?
I had a drink called Honey Tits the other day. Delicious. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What
Very
was it?
strange.
What was it, man?
They milked some. Doesn't matter. It's
Okay. You know, here there's like animal shows at the fucking bar, you know.
The girl was.
You know that one place in Miami years ago that they brought a fucking horse in, they got shut down.
Did a horse show? They're doing horse shows?
They just brought in a whole horse, and somebody rode the horse like in the club, and then somebody filmed it, and then they got shut down for animal abuse.
Right.
Yeah. It's not. Also, I hate all of you so bad.
Yeah, no, thank you for doing absolutely nothing for us in the podcast and the fine pizza.
Hey, man. Montenegro. 1885.
Thank you for sponsoring. Continue to sponsor us.
Fuck going on, Terry?